I can
Come in.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Please take your seat.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Your first question from the panel is one. Shekhar. Tell me something about yourself that's not on your resume.
I myself, I would like to describe myself as an optimistic person, and I'm also naturally a curious person that pushes me to ask questions and seek deeper understanding before arriving in situations. And many challenges also motivated me, and I approach them with my patience and with my problem solvings. And at my core, using these qualities, I would like to contribute to society in a very constructive manner.
Okay. Vishal, if you were given 30 seconds to impress the panel, what would you do?
Ma'am, if I if I am given the 30-second, I would firstly show my confidence, and I will listen carefully to what all of my panelists would say, and thirdly, I would answer in a very formal manner.
If you are from history background, then what if Ashoka and Akbar were to meet? What do you think they would discuss?
As I'm from mm, as I'm from a history background, if Ashoka and Akbar were given a chance to meet, I believe that they would talk about. They are given the names Ashoka the Great and Akbar the Great. They are all the great peoples, and they would discuss about the religious policy, because in terms of the Ashoka, he is a very well known about his dharma and Buddhism, and in terms of the Akbar, he is also known about his religious policy. So I think they would discuss about the religious policy first, and then discuss the parameters that is seen in their difference. And then secondly, they would discuss about the economic stability and economic development for the society. And thirdly, they would discuss about their families and anything else. Ma'am.
Okay. Your next question is, what do you think you are suited for civil service?
As civil service offer varieties of opportunities in various fields, and I believe that I am suited uh, in terms of the to give public service, and I'm willing to do my service as much as I can, and with my knowledge and with my personality, I would I would ensure that my skills and ability would contribute to the society and make benefits for the people. That's why I think that I'm suited for the civil service.
Okay. Your next question will be from your panelist to Ravi Pandey. Today generation is more connected than ever through technology, yet people often feel lonelier than before. How do you interpret this paradox?
So could you repeat the question?
Today generation is more connected than ever through technology, yet people often feel lonelier than before. How do you interpret this paradox?
In today's society, many youth and teens were absorbed by the social media and the internet in a very negative way. So they use the social media uh, into many hours in 24 out of 24 hours. So their behaviors and then the lacks of their social skills make them loneliness. And if if there is a solution, I believe that it would be that they should use their internet sources in a very um, in a very benefit terms. So they would they should talk to people and socialize, so that eradicate the they could eradicate the uh, they could eradicate the limitless uses of the social medias and internet.
Okay, that's all. Your next question is, many people say that today's youth are losing moral values because of modernity. Do you agree or disagree?
Ma'am, I am not agree about the statement because uh, there are several aspects that youth are youth becomes an. Ma'am, could you repeat the question, please?
Many people say that today's youth are losing moral values because of modernity. Do you agree or disagree?
I believe that modernity is not about the losing of the moral values, but the values that is to represent with our moral behavior. So with globalizations and modernity, uh, we should ensure that it would affect us in a very positive way. So I think that I believe that with modernity, one's cultures and the civilizations can be preserved, and the values embedded in that civilizations and the cultures should be also accompanied with it. And so with modernity, one always do not lose their moral behaviors. One should think that we should we should okay, that's all.
Okay. Your next question is, if you could make a rule everyone must follow for one day, if you could make a rule everyone must follow for one day, what would be?
I would tell them to follow their daily routines and disciplines that they make for the day, and the works to complete their works uh, on time, and to do their to
I
follow.
mean, not the rules and regulation, but if you have a power to rule whole over the world, then what should you do?
Firstly, I would heal the if I'm given the power to rule the whole country, I would make sure that today's conflicts and between the communities and groups of the peoples, so make sure that I would end this kind of the war. And I believe that secondly, I will make sure that today's every citizens and every people should follow to stick to the law and the I will do like this.
Okay. Suppose I give you a pen right now. You are free to use it however you wish. If If you want to write, if you want to shine, if you want to draw, or even to keep it unused, it is your choice. What will you do with it, and what does the choice say about your personality and your approach to leadership and responsibility?
I would use the pen to write my thoughts that comes in my mind, and I would use the pen uh, to to express my uh, gratitude and uh, sincerity to the one who provided the pen to me, and I would use the pen uh, to sorry.
Okay. Your next question is, if you were given the power to solve one social issue in India, what would you address first and why?
If I were given a power to solve the social issues that is that is in today's world, I would make sure that people and the I would sorry.
Okay. Your next question will be from your panelist three, Sashi Rathor. Vishal, if you win every argument but lose people trust, have you really won?
No. In
Why?
my opinion, winning is not about the ability to get the rewards or to win the arguments, not, but the thoughts and expressions and the values that is represented to everyone and to the person they are whom he is arguing, or but it is the power to express all the thoughts of myself to the one whom he is arguing, and make sure that it is true and not the false propaganda.
Okay, that's all. Your next question is, if every empire eventually declines, does that mean progress in history is just an illusion?
Could you repeat the question?
If every empire eventually declines, does that mean progress in history is just an illusion?
In my opinions, history is itself the unending dialogues between the past and the present. So, by declining all the empires, it is itself a history. So, I will think about it later.
Okay. Your next question is, if you had a chance to change one historical event in India, what would it be and why?
In India, I would like to change uh, the COVID-19 pandemic that had impact in a large amount of people, uh, even suicide, many suicide that happened because of the lockdowns that is imposed in every state, in
I
every
mean, one historical event.
historical. And I believe that COVID-19 is also a historical event that had happened in the past. But if I if I have to choose another, I would say that I will also even in my state that had happened in the May 2023, a conflict between the two communities, and it had taken many souls and many souls of the innocent people. So I strongly I strongly mm, I wish that it would not happen in India, in Manipur.
Okay, that's all. Your next question is which constitutional provision empowers civil servants to maintain law and order? Which constitutional provision empowers civil servants to maintain law and order?
I think article number 21. I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you want to add more point? If you
Yeah.
want, then
And if it is true, I will add some points. If it is false, I will read on that.
I will not tell it is right or wrong. It is an interview. Dear Shart, your next question will be from your panelist for Deepak Singh. Listen carefully, Vishal. You are the Deputy Commissioner of a district in Manipur during the Sangai Festival. Suddenly, a social media post falsely claimed that an endangered Sangai deer was harmed during the festival. Within minutes, a large crowd gathered near the festival venue, threatening violence. At the same time, the state police report that due to a landslide in a remote area, several villagers are trapped and need immediate rescue. You have limited resources and both situations need urgent solution. How do you act?
Firstly, I would move to the area of ma'am. Is it the landslide that happened in a crowded area or in some other place, in a remote area?
In a remote area, landslide in a remote area, several villagers are trapped and need immediate rescue. And on the other side, the social media post falsely claimed that then Sangai deer was harmed during the festival. And when this news spread out, many crowds gathered near the festival venue and threatening violence.
Uh, as as Sangai is not present in the Shanghai festival, I would make sure that the relevant authorities and relevant authorities to look after the situations, and I would move to the areas of the landslide and would ensure the immediate steps to be taken up with the authorities and to save the peoples affected by the landslides.
Okay. Do you want to add more points or it is okay? Okay, your next question is, you believe that AI regulation is necessary, but if regulation is too strict, could it stifle innovation? What would you balance this?
Ma'am, could you please repeat?
You believe that AI regulation is necessary, but if regulation is too strict, could it stifle innovation? What would you balance this?
Sorry, ma'am, I will read on that.
Okay. Your next question is interesting one. What would you do if you find your clone sitting in this interview room?
Phone,
What would you do if you find your clone?
chrome,
Clone.
lawn,
Clone means exactly as you are, sitting in this interview room.
a duplicate of myself.
Yes, it is clone.
Ma'am, practically it is not possible, but if it is possible, in a sense, I would firstly feel very surprised and feel very surprised, and I will talk to him that how how can he be here, he be in the interviews, and how can he come from the place he belonged to. Now discuss some about his personnel or families and or about himself with me. Now talk about this.
Okay, your next question is, a news channel misreport on administrative decision you implemented, making it appear biased against a community. Social media outrage is growing. How do you respond immediately to content damage?
As social media becomes so so speedy in spreading in pervading the message or informations, uh, I will not react to the false propaganda, but instead I would correct the wrong informations, that is to
How did you correct?
I would draft a notification regarding the matter and I would publish the drafted notifications immediately by correcting the bias and the wrong information that has impacted many peoples.
Okay. Your next question is, if history teaches lesson, why do societies like Manipur repeat conflicts despite knowing their destructive outcomes? If history teaches lesson, why do societies like Manipur repeat conflicts despite knowing their destructive outcome?
Sorry.
Your next question is, with the US imposing higher tariffs on India goods, how should India recalibrate its export strategy and trade diplomacy?
Sorry.
Your next question was from your panelist 5, Rohila Pando. What is the PM Setu scheme and how does it contribute to India development?
I read on that.
Okay. With the Gokul Reservoir and Udaipur Lake in Bihar being designated as Ramsar site, what is the total number of Ramsar sites in the country? And also, how do Ramsar sites contribute to sustainable development and climate resilience?
I think, ma'am, $108.
No, it's not 108.
Sorry, ma'am.
Okay. World Heart Day is observed globally on which day? What was its aim?
I'm not aware about it. Sorry.
For the current financial year 2025-26, at what rate has the RBI set the GDP growth and inflation rate estimate?
I'm not aware.
Okay. Santorini and Colombo volcanoes that were recently seen in news is located in which country?
I'll read on that.
Okay. Your last question is from your panelist one Sekar. If two of your seniors are arguing over a policy decision and both are partially right, what will you do in this tense situation?
I would encourage their positive arguments, not criticizing their wrong sides. I would encourage them to pursue more in that topic or in that situations. I will not personally do it, but I will as a mediator, I will encourage them to argue and to explore more about the positive aspects of their arguments.
But both the two of your seniors, both of them are partially right from your point of view.
Ma'am, I would encourage them to explore more, and I would not criticize their negative aspects. That is the wrong sides of them. And I, as a mediator, would encourage them.
Okay. That's all.
That's all.
Thank you. You may go.
Thank you, ma'am.